the mug of the day, okay? This is now officially becoming a thing, okay? This is my Lindisfarne mug I got when I was there on the Holy Island. And it was quite an emotional experience, that one, actually. I couldn't believe I was there. I don't know why, it just suddenly, something was a bit, it was very profound. Kettle on, you know the drill. Yeah, so it was great. That's the mug of the day. Okay, now I'm working, so don't interrupt. Today I wanted to talk about inspiration and where that inspiration hits. I was doing something today, and for a change, excuse me looking down, because I'm actually doing, I'm oh God, I was going to pick it all up. I'm doing stuff. It's coming, and I'm a bit excited, and this is why it's nothing major, but I was doing one thing, so I was still working on the cauldron, the dice cauldron, and I was working on that, and then all of a sudden had an idea and kind of went, what? Okay, how can I make that work? Boom, done it. So that's what I'm now doing, because I've got, you know, the attention span of a goldfish, which is, it's not true that they have really slow attention spans, because it can't be, because they know when you're feeding them, because every time you go near the tank, they go nuts. I have fish, and they go nuts, so they remember that that's where food comes from. So that's dumb. Anyway, shut up, shush. So where does your inspiration come from? So I thought I would do this as a little bit of a, while I'm working, I would do this as a little bit of a story about how this whole thing came about and why I'm doing what I'm doing, if you bothered. That sounded a bit rude then, I didn't mean that. It's good job I don't know how to edit, otherwise I'd take that out. But yeah, I kind of thought I would explain it. Mainly because I'm interested. to be fair, I'm interested. So it all started just a couple of months ago, really. That's how insane this is. It was like, we're in, what, the middle of March now? And this was January. So, yeah, so it's been quite quick. And I've been a crafter almost my whole life. I've knitted, I've done crochet, I've painted, I've drawn, I've crap at it all. Jack of all trades, master of absolute jack all. And that is the thing. However, something changed, and all of a sudden I was interested in crystals and things, which I kind of always have been, but suddenly started to get a little bit more interested in it, because I think with the crafting, I think it's always just been, I don't know about you, but I love buying all the crap for it. I love it. I am convinced that I love doing a craft because you get to buy more stuff. You have to buy everything, and that's what you do, and that's the whole purpose of it. So I'm convinced that's what it is. So I kind of thought I was getting into crystals a little bit, and I was kind of thinking, you know, I'm interested in it, and it's something that for some reason is just, it seems to, I don't want to say that it's calling to me, but I feel like it was calling to me. And it was that kind of thing where sorry, that's a big one. And for some reason, I don't know why. I can't even remember. I think there was one thing that I thought of, and I'm not even going to end up doing those for the shop. But the little idea just came out of it, and suddenly thought, oh wait a minute, and then I started coming up with all these little ideas of the little vial, the intention jars, and the bags with crystals, and now I've got something new, and then the little D&D gifts, just because I enjoy D&D. And so that seemed quite cool to me. So little things that I could make, and that all of a sudden I was proud of them, and I was really kind of, do you know what? I'd sell that. Rather than it being, yeah, no, there's no way. I used to make stuff, and then I'd just think, yeah, you know, people say, oh, you should sell that. They always say that to crafters. Always, you could sell them. Yeah, no, you can't, because number one, you get sick and tired of making 15 million of them. I used to crochet quite big, like, stuffed toys for myself, like teddy bears and stuff. I quite liked doing it, and there was like a huge stuffed crochet bunny that's upstairs, and I used to love doing it. Absolutely used to love making them. But I'd only want to do one. I wouldn't want to do any more and it become a thing. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, so I didn't bother. And then, but for some reason, and a lot of it this year is been, for some reason, you know, for some reason I want to do this, for some reason I want to do that, for some reason. And I've just done a little story on my TikTok about this, actually, about this. This is called a witch ball that suddenly came into my life today, that apparently you hang it from your window or your entranceway, but it's been so windy, that's not going in the entranceway, to ward off evil spirits and malevolent, I can't say that word, evil spirits. Look, don't you think that looks like a witch's hat? Can you see that? Oh my God, I have to do it. There you go. There you go. It's official now. I think that looks like a witch's hat. We got told it was a witch scarer, but no, it's not. It's we looked it up and everything. And the internet's never wrong. And I think it's gorgeous. It's glass. And you hang it. I'm going to give it a bit of a clean, and then I'm going to get some wire or something and then hang it from the window. I think the sun shining through that would be gorgeous, and that's probably the whole point. But how gorgeous is that? Apparently, I think we briefly looked it up. Someone's going to tell me that it's some God-fearing omen that I shouldn't ever touch, or something. I don't know. But about 300 years or something. So there we go. Probably just something that glass blowers made to sell glass. But there we go. But I think it's beautiful. And if it's, do you know what? If it's going to ward off anything, absolutely. Ward it off, mate. Ward it off. So, yeah. So I kind of thought this year, but like I said, that's come from nowhere. That's just, yeah. If I'd have spotted that in a shop, I wouldn't have got it. I'd look at it and go, I don't know what that is. But then somebody told me what it was supposed to be, and I was like, what? That's amazing. I love stuff like that. So, yeah, I thought it's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And you know from my previous video about Jack the Ripper, I love my history. I love me some history. So, yeah. So I was thinking, it's crazy how it's all happened just this year and how quick it's happening. But I need to be careful because I'm going to get a bit, you know, it's not happening fast enough, or I need to just slow down. I need to slow down and just take it easy. And I need to slow down and take it easy. That's what I need to do. And just not be too You know, just be patient. It will come. It will come. It will come. Like Field of Dreams, my friend. If you build it, they will come. Never watch that film again. I will never watch that film again. I cry like a baby. Even at the opening credits, cry like a baby. So yeah, so I thought, I wondered where inspiration hits, and I all of a sudden thought I'm going to do a shop, and I built a website. What the hell? I built a website, and in that website, which is drakara.co.uk, I have a ton of information on there about crystals, and it's not a ton, but you know, there's a bit about individual crystals, and then but we also have something on Dragon Guardians, because again, for some reason, I've been incredibly drawn to it, and I don't know why, and it's weird, and I love that it's weird. I love that it's weird. It's just weird. It's so bloody weird. And I love that it's weird. And I'm not apologising for it, so everyone can just go do one, because I'm not apologising for it. Yeah, I'm not going to apologise for it, because I don't know. I think I've heard before when people say that something's calling, and I've always wanted that. And whether that for you it's a religion, or it's a life path, or something, then my absolute respect goes out to you, because good on you. Do you know what I mean? Good on you. You go out there, you do it, you feel it. I know what you mean. I've never understood it. And now I understand. I get what you mean about a calling, a something. Just, you don't know why. It just feels right. And I don't know why. It's bringing me peace, though. It is bringing me peace. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know what it is. I'm having this call, and I don't know what it is. And I'm going to be honest with you, mate, at this point in my life, I don't care what it is. I don't care. I'm loving it. I've never felt more me before. You know, I've never felt more connected. I am the most unsure about everything. I'm learning about crystals. I'm learning. I don't know much about them. I'm learning as I'm going. I know I have my favourites already. Tiger's Eye is my favourite. My Moldavite is my favourite, which everybody says, no, you shouldn't. I don't believe that side of it. I don't believe that can do it, but I believe crystals have an energy, and I believe that that energy is different in every single one. And yes, it could be a bad thing. It's just, I personally don't find that. So if that makes me twisted or bad or whatever, then fair enough, but I don't believe that. So yeah. But I have my favourites. Tiger's Eye is my favourite, just because of all the banding and stuff. It's just, oh, it's so gorgeous. So I know a few of them, and I'm learning. I have some kind of, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I have some crystal chips that they didn't come labelled. So some of them I know what they are, and some of them I don't know what they are. And it could be one of two things. Do you know what I mean? It could be one of two things. They are definitely natural crystals. I can tell that, because I'm that much of an expert. They don't feel like glass. They definitely feel like crystal, just small chips. So I kind of thought, oh, I don't know what, I don't want to say to people, this is, you know, amethyst, or this is rose quartz, or this is, even though I'm kind of looking at it going, I mean, that's amethyst and that's rose quartz. No, I don't want to say that if I don't know 100%. So I've come up with something to use them as something that I can use them in something, so that they're being used, because they're too beautiful not to. And I'm mega happy with what I've decided. So it will be natural stones, natural crystals are being used with it, but it's just random natural crystals, and then it's fine. Unless somebody said to me, for the love of all that is holy, don't send me this crystal. I'll find out what colour it is, and then hey presto, you know, don't send them anything with that colour crystal. But yeah, I'm starting to get my head around it, and I pretty much, I think I can, yeah, but I don't think I can say it 100%, and I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to say, well, actually, because unless I've bought some from somewhere and they've told me that 100, that you're buying amethyst, that's fine. But if I've bought a batch of it and then I've kind of gone, oh, these are mixed stones, I don't know what they are. I pretty much know what some of them are, but if I can't confirm it, then, you know, they'll just be natural crystals. That is amaze balls, which I think, you know, they all have great qualities. They all have great qualities. Yeah. And so they're amazing. So I have come up with something to use them, and I'm so excited. And this is what I'm talking about. I'd not even thought of it before, and then all of a sudden, boom, idea. And I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. The idea was born about half an hour ago, and boom, I'm doing it. And I don't understand why for years and years I'm a crafter. I've crafted and it's been all right. And then suddenly now, this year, not even like years ago, but that's my point. This isn't just all of a sudden immediately just learn everything now. No, I haven't. I'm using crochet I've been doing for years, and I've been getting better and better and better. So maybe this is why. Maybe that's why I was crocheting giant bunnies, and God knows, to get better and to get more confident with it, so that I can do a cauldron and fill it with D&D dice and then sell it as a keyring, and have the confidence to do that because it's super cute and it's adorable. But before, I would never have done that. I would never have even had the idea. Suddenly I kind of thought, wait a minute. I saw someone's idea, Stitch by Faye. She's amazing. Check out her page, Stitch by Faye. I'll tag it underneath. She's amazing. Her stuff is great. But that was as a stuffed thing, and I've just not stuffed it, and I've put dice in it, and hey presto, you've got a little bag thing. Plus I've got these little rivet things, eyelets, to stop it from fraying and whatnot, to make it a bit more sturdy. So I need bigger hooks. I think I need bigger hooks. But no, they're fine. I overthink everything. You can cope with it, and I overthink everything. So there's dice in here. Look, there's a little hole in the bubbling cauldron because it's got bubbles. Freaking adorable is that? But again, I looked at it and I went, oh, that's really cute. Oh, wait a minute, I could make that into a dice bag. What? Years ago, I would never have done that. And then I would have seen it as is and gone, oh, that's really cute, and I might make one for myself, and then that's it. No, now I'm halfway through one, because then I came up with another idea, because I've got the attention span of a gnat. And then I saw a keyring for a little star. And again, there's several of these designs on the interweb. This is from, I forget off the top of my head, but I will. I'll link it below. And again, it was a stuffed one, and I thought to myself, oh, wait a minute, if I didn't do that and I just left an opening, then I could have, look, mini dice. They're so freaking cute. I can't get over these mini dice Mini, they're tiny. They're so tiny. But you get a whole set. And again, what it suddenly just came to me, and it was just, you know. And usually with anything like this, you see 15 different ones and everybody's already thought of it before you and all that kind of stuff. But do you know what? I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm doing it. I don't care. I will credit them underneath, obviously, the people who designed the original thing for this, and then I just altered it slightly. But I will credit them below, and they are amazing. And I do have permission. They say that, you know, you have permission to sell the design. So don't. That's what it said. That's what it said. So if you're watching this and you go, you're not allowed to do that, that's what you said. So yeah, I will definitely 100% and go check out their stuff, because they've got some super cute designs on there. And there's so many people. That's what I can't do. I can't, the whole crochet thing, I can't design a pattern, so I have to use other people's patterns because I can't do my own. So there's basic shapes and stuff even that maybe I could do, but I don't have that ability. These people that design these patterns are just amazing. They truly, truly are amazing. Just, you geniuses. It's just sometimes people are just too smart. It makes me sick. Oh. You're too talented and you're too smart, and you should just save some for the rest of us, okay? Just save some, because just do. So what about you? Where do you get your inspiration from, like I asked you earlier? And you didn't. I don't think you answered me. Rude. Stick a comment below. Somebody stick a comment below. Flipping Nora. Tell me where you get it. Because I swear to you, I am feeding off this like nobody's business, and it's driving me insane. Because I don't know why it is suddenly, like I say, it's suddenly a thing where I'm kind of just, I'm loving it. I'm living off it, and I'm loving every single second of it. And this is now what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is it. So yeah, it's insane. And I am absolutely crazy about it. I have only just started it. I am fully aware of that fact. Give it another 6 months, I'll be fed up of it. I'm like, oh. So I'm solidly enjoying it. And I think it's one of those things that I just don't understand, I guess. I don't understand why all of a sudden, okay, you don't want to go on there, do you? Okay, that's, again, universe telling me, don't put that stone on there because it just fell off. Yeah, so just where do you get your inspiration from? And do you have signs? Do you have little callings? Do you kind of think, oh, that was weird? Do you ever think to yourself, I don't know why, or maybe you're just one of those really annoying people that just goes for it and doesn't even think, and just goes for it and it all works out for you. You know, the annoying people. You are really, really annoying. I mean, all love you, but you are really, really annoying. When you are successful, and I mean, all love you. But that's just it. Like I said, I was on the, I was setting up my website, and I was talking about I was setting up like the crystal pages and stuff, and setting all that up, and then all of a sudden I was kind of like, there's something, I'm feeling something elemental. I'm feeling something, oh, dragony. I'm feeling something, and for some reason dragons have just suddenly come into my life, which they haven't, they've always been on my life. They've always been there, but just somehow, for some reason, I've just always loved dragons. So I don't know, I think for some reason it's always been a thing, you know. It's always been a thing. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm trying to count and talk to you at the same time, and it's not quite working. 1, 2. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, it's always just been a thing where I've kind of thought, oh, I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time. And then, but suddenly for some reason, this is just connected, and I don't get why. I don't get it. I mean, I've just said the same thing about 15 times, so clearly you can tell I don't get it. I just don't understand. So yeah. So I was kind of thinking about Dragon Guardians and elements and all that kind of stuff, and it feels right. It just feels right. It might sound crazy to you, it might, and you know what, so be it. It's perfectly fine, perfectly fine. I don't take offense, but it's weird. But anyway, we'll see. We shall see what we shall see, and we'll see how this goes, and we'll see if it's successful and if it's a complete and utter waste of my time or whatever. But as I say, at the minute, it's bringing me peace. And even doing this and talking to you, it's bringing me peace. I'm sitting here chatting away to myself. Finding my peace. So I wish you all of the peace. And let me know, like I said, let me know about the inspiration. And if anything's, you know, you don't have to say what it is, but just, is there been something that you were like, that's weird, and you just followed your intuition, or you followed the weird, let's call it that, and it led to something, and you think, I never would have done that before, or you mysteriously had a witch ball into your life, or, you know, you suddenly decided to start an online business out of nowhere. Because it teaches you patience, that I will give you. It teaches you patience, because sometimes when you know, you put one of these things up, you put one of these videos up, and you keep looking at it and looking at it and like, oh, nobody's watched it yet. Oh, nobody's watched it yet. And then friends do, or whatever, and then you're just kind of like, well, that doesn't really count. You just want to connect to your people, you know, because I know that you're out there. I know that you're out there. So yeah, so maybe at one point we'll go through the website and go through like the Guardians and stuff. I think that'd be quite good fun to do. Just, again, it's all up there. It's all kind of, it's in the heart and the mind, really. It's all feeling, it's all strange and bizarre and and just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. And do you know what? I think that's okay. I think that's okay not to know. I do. I genuinely do. I think it's okay just to kind of go, there's something, because if that brings you peace, as long as you're not throwing it down anybody else's throat, if it gives you peace, then fair enough. It might sound weird to other people, but other stuff sounds weird to other people, so that's fine. That's all right. It's all right, isn't it? Of course it is. So yeah. So I hope that you're okay, and I hope to see you again soon, when we have another weird conversation, and I will let you know if the evil spirits have been staying away with my little witch ball. Wouldn't it be amazing if all of a sudden that's my next collection, that I just start finding them randomly? Because if I'd seen one of these in it's completely closed, and it does look like a little witch's hat on the top, and I wonder if that's part of it, but it's probably just the glass blowing part. But if I'd have seen one of these in a shop anywhere, I would have been like, I have no idea what that is. And it's really pretty, but I have no idea what it is. And probably wouldn't have bought it. But knowing what it is, if I now see any more of these, I am going to get them. So, because I go around charity shops and things, and I used to go in and just have a general look around. Now I make it straight for the bric-a-brac stuff and have a look. And I've got vases and all sorts from there now. And I have some little glasses of, I think they're old tea light candle glasses that people have then just given to the charity shop. So I've bought them from the charity shop and I'm going to make them into candles. And I might make them into charity candles. Oh, that would be such a cool idea. Do you see what I mean? But if I did them as charity candles, that would be so cute. Because that's giving back again. And I like the fact it's, number one, it'd be limited edition. Number two, it would be, it's reusing again. And I think that's great. Yeah, and I think that's great. So I've got a couple that I picked up from a charity shop. Like a set of 4, I think it was. And that's what I do. So I go into charity shops and I look to see if they've got any of these little glass things that I can use as candles. Not just any like drinking glass or anything. These were clearly made for candles. So then I can pour some wax in and then, but I might do them as charity candles. That's a good idea. Because I think at some point, obviously I'll do an Alzheimer's one, but also cancer, because Mum had breast cancer. But not just because of that anyway, because that sucks as well. That's horrible. So that's what I might do. That's quite a cool idea. Do them as colour themed, and then that money goes to charity. Bingo. Okay. See, do you see what I mean about inspiration? That's really cool. And they came from a charity shop. So that's really cool. Reusing stuff. So I go straight for the bric-a-brac section and have a look and see what they've got. And I just love giving things a second chance. So I found little tiny, they're like, I don't want to say statues, but like figurines or anything like that. And I suddenly just, I really, really like them. And they're I found 2 like little Buddha heads type thing, and they were quite heavy, and they were but one of them's quite battered, but I like the fact that it is quite battered. I like the fact that it's, I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know, but he's been looked after now. Don't worry, he's been looked after, and I don't know what's happened to him, but he's safe now. And that's what I like. I like the second chances thing. I like, because quite a lot of the furniture that we've got, the table that I'm sitting at came from a charity shop. I've got cupboards and stuff that, you know, came from charity shops, and the door doesn't close properly, and that's when you find out when you get it home. Yeah, but most of them, yeah, and they're fine. But number one, it was like 30 quid. Number two, it's old furniture, and I love old furniture. It's just better than new, really. I don't like the modern stuff. So, yeah, so I love it. And it's just, it was part of someone's life. And the stories that it overheard all those conversations and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's kind of special. Yeah, I think that's kind of special. So I quite like that. So give your charity shops a try, man. Don't be snobby about it. Just give it a try. You can always cleanse it. Just, yeah. Well, anyway, the fire's dying down, so I need to go stick a log on the fire. I've got a stove fire. I know, how swanky. But, yeah, that's dying, so I'm going to go stick a log on the fire. And thank you for letting me chat at you. I am quite enjoying these little chats. Yeah, thank you. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.